Bach is the one who was here for many, many years. He came after Köthen. He was responsible for the music of the whole city, and he was responsible for composing every week. So when he applied for the job, positioning yourself, for a job, there were two other candidates, and so the other candidates were at the time founding other jobs. You have to be quick with your job offer, and Bach was number 3 on the list.
So that's how he finished.
Yeah, he finished, but he was
lucky.
You are listening the Kind of Life podcast, show that talks to you about science, technology, traveling, art and cuisine for people who love life. Today we are on our way to visit Saxony, Germany. Saxony, officially known as the Free State of Saxony, is a landlocked state in eastern Germany. Saxony has a rich history, having been an electorate of the Holy Roman Empire and a kingdom before becoming a state in modern Germany. In the past decade, it was a lot of the buzz about rise of the semiconductor industry in Saxony, Germany, so all region got baptized with more than logical name, Silicon Saxony. Our first destination is town Leipzig. Together with my German colleague from Lesker Company, Andreas Wieser, we went to visit IOM, Leibniz Institute of Surface Engineering, where our host was Director and CEO of IOM, André Anders.
The Institute stands for Application-Oriented Basic Research. The knowledge and the results flow into transfer projects, into cooperation with institutions and companies, and into numerous spin-offs. Ion beams, plasma jets, and laser-based processes. Especially for the processing of optics and wafers in microelectronics, IOM has specialized in beam-based technologies for so-called ultra-precision surfaces, with an accuracy down to the nanometer and sub-nanometer range. New standards are being set here, with applications in optics and microelectronics. Thanks to its many years of research work in this field, IOM enjoys international reputation. The researchers have achieved a scientific success in the field of biocompatible and bioactive surfaces. Here, innovative titanium dioxide-based nanotube scaffolds are being developed on which adult tissue can be preserved outside the body for weeks. In interdisciplinary projects, the Barrier and Precision Coatings Research Area examines coatings that are used in the field of renewable energies. In the plasma laboratory, plasmas are observed in detail in order to optimize them for the production of specific layer properties. High-performance analysis allows researchers to discover the underlying connections between plasmas and surfaces. In a roll-to-roll process, thin silicon oxide layers can be deposited on polymer films over a large area at normal pressure. These layers protect flexible solar modules from oxygen and water vapor, and thus enable long-term functionality.
There are many challenges in our time. We at IOM select some and make contributions to address them. We utilize our special tools, ion and electron beams, plasmas and lasers, and use them to modify surfaces for sustainable solutions. In doing so, we go to the atomic limits in mechanical precision and ensure molecular precision in chemical functionalization. The IOM in Leipzig is uniquely positioned to meet these challenges.
With an excellent team and special expertise in physics, chemistry, and engineering, IOM brings research ideas and results into society. Researching the future, the Leibniz Institute of Surface Engineering, Leipzig.
The city where Johann Sebastian Bach Felix Mendelssohn, Robert Schumann, Richard Wagner, and Gustav Mahler all worked, Leipzig has been seen by many as the new Berlin for its spirit of innovation and artistic expression. Young creatives are flocking to the former East German industrial hub, transforming it into Germany's fastest growing city. After giving us a tour through the IOM, André Anders found himself in additional guide role. This time, he took on role of our tour guide through the city of Leipzig.
André, here we go. We're still close to St. Thomas Church, but now I'm seeing lots of these passages here as we are passing by. Why these passages?
Yeah. So Leipzig was a trades town, right? So a lot of trade going on, and essentially it's a precursor to a trade show, right? You show what you can deliver. You don't want to sell just this one piece. You want to sell thousands of pieces, right? And so you show this here in these passages to potential traders, and you have many of those passages downtown, right? That's one of the famous ones, and that one here is special because it also has a restaurant in the basement called Auerbach's Keller, and that is famous because Goethe was here. Now, the students went here, right? And so they had big parties, and if you know literature,
absolutely,
right?
The key part is the Key Zealand reference.
And there's,
which I didn't know.
There's Faustus, right?
Faustus and he referenced it.
And it's one of the important scenes in Faustus.
Correct.
Is happening right here, right? Of
I
course,
didn't know that.
probably inspired by an
place.
extra glass of beer. I suppose.
So how many of these?
I don't know.
Numerous.
Dozens of them. Yeah. We
So
will
it's
see
a
some.
trade town, basically. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Right.
Perfect.
So you see the scenes, right? The scenes of Faustus.
Yeah, Faustus, here we go.
Okay, walking, and now we're stopping at the place that is also very important, actually. However, just looking at this building, I would never guess is what you told me.
Yeah, I just told you. So let me repeat. So Leipzig has one of the oldest universities in the whole Europe.
Okay?
I don't remember exactly the date, but it's one of the oldest. And in the beginning, theology is the main subject.
Yeah, of
right?
course, at that time.
So if you have theology, you need a church. So the main building of the university was the church. And it was right here. The church was damaged in World War II.
Okay.
And
Damage badly or?
one could have rebuilt it. You know?
I get it.
But in 1968, there was a decision by the political leadership. We demolished it. Now, instead of rebuilding, we demolished it.
That was political statement.
It was a political
because
statement.
this was part of the Eastern Germany,
Right.
of course. Yeah.
So the church was gone. There was an ugly building here, and then the ugly building after German unification. To get rid of this, what do we do here? Right? And there was a big competition, reaching all the way. Well, let's rebuild the old church, or let's build a modern university building, because that's still university property. And in the end, they made a great compromise. They said, well, it's both a church and a modern university building.
So now we're
That's this one. You see only part of it right here,
Yeah.
right? So it has elements of a church, but I will show you.
Okay, is it functional church?
It's a functional church,
Okay.
right? It's a functional church, which is also the main building of the university. And I will show you that too.
So basically, you walk in, you first go to the church, and you hit the
And
university.
maybe I tell you one more thing. You know, I was here at the opening.
Okay.
And when I went there, I went inside and I said, well, wait a minute. This is like in Harry Potter. Namely, in the old days, you have a church and you have the main parts of the church, right? The main
When you enter,
you enter the main one, and then you have reaches left and right.
Yeah.
And there are pillars, and the function of the pillar is to carry the roof.
Correct. Not
This
in
church,
this case.
it's the other way around. The roof carries the pillars. The pillars are the big.
So that's how you came.
chandeliers.
That's how you came to
Chandeliers.
conclusion about
And
Harry
so you have
Potter.
a great view inside, and the pillars are the chandeliers, and they're hanging. So the pillars are hanging from the roof. And I thought,
See that
that's
inside.
just mind-blowing,
You
right?
need to see that inside. That's amazing. Amazing. I love it.
So they preserved some of the old gravestones right here. These are the historic ones that were saved before they demolished the church.
So these are original
These
stones
are original
from...
stones, right? There's a whole bunch of them.
I'm almost like Italian talking to you now. You need to explain to me the importance of the St. Thomas Church, actually. This is also a church which is close to Main Square, I would say on the Main Square in Leipzig. So why is this church so important?
Well, we see the statue of Bach, right?
Yeah.
So Bach is probably the most famous person living in Leipzig. There's many famous ones, musicians. There was Mendelssohn and Schubert and Schumann and
Goethe.
Wagner and Goethe, not as a musician.
Not
but
musician,
right?
but
Bach is the one who was here for many, many years. He came after Köthen. He was responsible for the music of the whole city, and he was responsible for composing every week and making performances every week and creating music, and he did a fantastic job, and he's buried here. So we can go inside
he's
and
buried. We can see
we'll
that.
go and see.
What was interesting story about him? You mentioned he was actually third candidate to get.
Oh yeah, that's just. So when he applied for the
Position
job,
as a
you know,
director.
positioning yourself, you know, for a job.
Yeah.
There were two other candidates, and so the other candidates were at the time founding other jobs. You know, you have to be quick with your job offer, and Bach was number 3 on the list.
So that's how he finished.
Yeah, he finished, but he was
lucky.
He accepted the job. Now he was somewhat reluctant because, from a status point of view, working more freely for a duke or a king was of a higher reputation than just being available for the church music. But this was a very stable job.
Yeah, you're right. But again, it was pressure, and you need to make at least one piece a week. That's what they.
And he was a very religious man, but I think he still loved the other part of making music as well.
You're right. Okay, let's go and let's check the place.
Он сейчас посидит за кафедрой, ну, мы встанем и посмотрим.
Leaving Leipzig behind us, we are moving to our next stop in Silicon Saxony, town of Dresden. Distance between Leipzig and Dresden is 114 kilometers or 71 miles. It takes approximately 1 hour and 8 minutes to drive from Leipzig to Dresden. Dresden, the capital city of Saxony, Germany, is renowned for its stunning architecture, rich cultural heritage, and vibrant arts scene. Often referred to as the Florence on the Elbe, Dresden boasts numerous Baroque and Rococo buildings, many of which have been meticulously restored after World War II. Dresden is also a hub for education and research, with several universities and research institutions contributing to its dynamic intellectual environment. Silicon Saxony is a major high-tech cluster in Europe centered around Dresden. It is one of the largest microelectronics and ICT clusters in Germany and Europe. Silicon Saxony represents over 550 companies in the microelectronics, smart systems, and software sectors. The cluster employs around 40,000 people and it's a significant contributor to regional economy. Silicon Saxony plays a crucial role in the global semiconductor industry, with many companies involved in the development and production of computer chips, sensors, and other advanced technologies. All of these are good reasons why the Lesker Company has established a presence in Dresden, Germany, and Silicon Saxony. This strategic location allows Lesker Company to be close to key players in the semiconductor and high-tech industries. By having a facility in Dresden, Lesker Company can offer dedicated local support and faster delivery times to its European customers. This enhances customer service and strengthens relationship with clients in the region. Being part of Silicon Saxony allows Lesker Company to collaborate with other high-tech companies and research institutions, fostering innovation and technological advancement. Sitting at the airport and socializing with Albert, as I prepare to bid farewell to Silicon Saxony and return to the United States, I carry with me a deep appreciation for the spirit of innovation and excellence that defines Silicon Saxony. Goodbye, Germany.